Hit it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, nerds! Welcome back to the Drunken Nerds podcast. This is actually number 25, believe it or not. So we got a lot to talk about today. My name's Dan. Over here is Schubert.
What's up, nerds? Big number 25. Next week will be the 6-month anniversary.
That's incredible that we've gone this long, this consistently.
Nobody thought it could be done.
No.
So here we are. All 40 of you watching, listening. Thanks for staying with us.
Is that why you're rocking the space hood right now? I haven't seen this look.
I mean, well, you started with the sunglasses a couple weeks ago, so I figured I might try a new look myself tonight.
Yeah. Sunglasses, I feel, is just a good look when it comes to a drinking podcast.
So you're saying my eyes look like shit right now? Probably.
Oh, we've said you're. This is one of your good weeks, but there are some good weeks where you can see through the podcast. Those eyes get smaller and smaller. So
looking a little, whatever. I'll wear the hood. Huh?
So it doesn't look like you're in luxury anymore. Where are you at?
Back to the run of the mill here in Indiana. So I know you were probably expecting a frown on my face, but I'm still holding a smile. Indiana's a little better than expected thus far. So
better than Chicago.
Better than Chicago.
I mean, obviously it's part of it, but
yeah, Chicago. That wasn't a good weekend. Very disappointing weekend in Chicago. I barely left the hotel room. I mean, I left. I just didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, you seem a little frustrated.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying. Chicago. Yeah, I don't know how to say this politely, but it's kind of as a crap hole they advertise on TV, and the areas that aren't crap holes are basically just one big gigantic Instagram spot where everybody around you is bumping into you, trying to take their Instagram picture, or blocking the sidewalk. It wasn't the best place in the world. Not as good as I remembered. I hadn't been there in maybe 6-7 years.
Okay, so I mean, probably a lot has changed, but good thing you're out of there and you made it to in the middle of Indiana, middle of nowhere, or like a populated town. Like
not quite right now. I'm still. It's not that far from Chicago, but it's Indiana. I'm like an hour away from Chicago.
Okay,
but I know we kind of thought there wasn't going to be. We joked that I'd be in farm country. I'm not quite in farm country yet, but I've bumped into 2 county fairs already. So we weren't that far off, I don't think.
County fair is the way to go. I highly suggest checking one of those out pretty soon.
So it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Pretty hard. Pretty frequent. If it doesn't, if the weather changed, I'm going to the county fair to see my man, Toby Keith.
That doesn't sound like much fun, but I would say go for the rides and maybe, I don't know what else they do over there. Go for like a pony ride.
Pony ride? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
you're not a Red Solo Cup man?
I'm not a Toby Keith fan. Not a country fan in general, but I guess it could be fun at a county fair because I feel like that would be complete chaos.
Yeah, it seems like it. So we might check that out tomorrow. We'll see how the weather holds up. But headed further into Indiana, I think we all thought it was going to be a lot like Ohio, which everyone knows I'm not a fan of. So far, not that Ohio-like. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt until further notice.
Okay, you're there for a while, so hopefully
it
turns out good.
You know, the people are all friendly. They got my restaurants everywhere. I mean, right now, there was a Hooters. I went to Hooters for dinner. So
sounds fantastic.
Yeah, so can't complain too bad.
Over the weekend, I went to a vegan wedding, which is probably worse than Chicago.
Fun.
It was not fun. You know what? These vegans, not only did they get rid of eggs, milk, meat, they decided that vegan also includes getting rid of sugar.
Ooh, what?
How do they add on things to vegan stuff?
Where's the sugar come from?
It comes from sugar cane. So why is the sugar added to a vegan restriction?
Did like monkeys pick it or something?
I don't know. So nobody ate the food at this wedding. Not a single person.
So not only are they punishing themselves, they're punishing you as well.
Oh, they punished us.
You should have taken my advice and worn your leather shoes. And you wouldn't have been able to walk through the door.
Yeah, I probably should have because it was so bad. The food was so bad, and then desserts came out, and everybody's all excited because they figured that people could finally eat. And then they told us that sugar was also not a part of this meal, so it tasted like, ugh.
So what was it?
It was horrible.
Like a raw head of lettuce they serve you?
Well, for dessert, they had apparently carrot cake, blueberry pie, which they aren't.
No.
I don't know what they were. It might as well eating plastic.
Well, at that juncture, wouldn't you rather just have like a fruit cup?
Exactly. There was no fruit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. No, it was horrifying.
Like, give me a piece of pineapple if you're not going to serve me a piece of cake.
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't planning on staying up there, so we drove home, but my in-laws had a hotel room there. They booked the hotel room, and they were so hungry after the wedding that they decided to just forfeit the hotel room. They already paid for it, said screw it. They went to McDonald's, got food, and drove home. That's how bad it was.
Could have DoorDashed.
I guess you could have DoorDashed, but I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, in the mountains of New Hampshire. So.
That makes sense too.
But anyway, so yeah, that weekend was interesting. So we have a lot to talk about. We're gonna do like a quick hits for this week's hangover.
I feel like we've said that a couple times in the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
and they haven't turned out quick. So
well, I'm gonna cut you off like in a minute. We're gonna do like a minute quick hit stuff.
Lightning round.
Exactly. There's a ton. A lot of stuff that I'm gonna bring up.
You.
Let's do lightning round. This week's hangover. Half naked men. Let's go.
This week's hangover.
All right. Lightning round. This week's hangover. A lot of news, a lot of stuff coming up. Maybe
where are we starting?
So let's go first off. I know you didn't want to bring it up. We're not even going to go into detail, but did you like Loki's finale?
So I didn't want to not go into it. I just didn't want to spend a ton of time on it because I feel like that's really all
we only get 1 minute.
About.
It's a lightning round. So
it was great. It wasn't the best episode, but it really set up a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I liked it a lot because it was a slow episode, but it was detailed with what they said. Which
very
is
correct.
Yeah. So
a lot there, a lot to digest. Very complicated. I'm actually a little worried at how complicated they're making things. I think it's great, but I think they're going to lose a lot of people, and they're going to just have to turn their brain off and accept what Marvel is throwing at them.
Right. This is going to be very interesting. So, yeah, a lot of changes happening. They announced season 2 is coming, so it's not the end of it.
One thing we've known this all along, but let's just accept Marvel to be liars and just take whatever they say and expect the opposite.
What do you mean by that?
They had said no. I don't want to spoil too quick, but there was a certain character. They said absolutely not. He was not supposed to. They announced that he would be debuting in another movie, and actually the timeline of filming wasn't even like relatively close, like to the point where it made no sense that he could have filmed a scene. So they were liars there. They at one point had said no season 2, which was announced.
Yeah.
So, and they did this with WandaVision, I think. So I'm just, they've done it with the upcoming Spider-Man movie. They're flat out lying about Tobey and Andrew Garfield being in it.
Yeah.
So whatever they say at this juncture, just believe the opposite.
Yeah. Do you think they're doing that for like shock value? Like, okay, this is the way they push people to believe. The next thing you know, this is what happens.
I think they're trying to maintain face, and by saying trying to keep it not a lie, but it's almost to the point where it's become the opposite of what they say.
Yeah. Okay.
Good stuff though. I'm excited for season 2. I don't think it's going to be soon. I think it's probably at least 2 years away, maybe even 3.
Yeah.
So
well, they have time to do these movies in between. They're going to tie things in that'll make sense. So I liked it. I mean, it was slow. A lot of people that I've talked to like, oh, it's too slow, Dan. Like, but I actually thought they set it up pretty well. So
very well done. It was just slow, so it wasn't really an action-packed episode. I wasn't really expecting it to be, but they gave me more sort of ammo than I figured was coming. I didn't expect us to get that much stuff crammed into one episode.
Right. Yeah, I was curious how they're going to do that. All right.
and not wrapped up cleanly. They left us with way more question marks than we had going into this episode.
Oh, tons.
I think we almost would have been better served with episode 5 being the last episode.
Right.
This one kind of just gave us screw you. Now you have to wait 2 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they like do those hangers. What do you think about Black Widow? Do you like it or not?
I'm gonna eat some crow here.
Because you're very down on Black Widow.
Very down. Now I'm very, very up. I absolutely loved it. And I think this kind of ties into my Loki feelings. Everybody's like excited for these big cosmic level movies and tie-ins and stuff. I think I've taken a step back and I like these small stories.
Yeah.
I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier was my favorite of the 3 shows, if you had to put a gun to my head. This movie was my favorite of the standalone movies, if you can maybe count the last 5, excluding the Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, etc. But yeah, it was the best one I liked in a while.
All right, awesome. Favorite character?
Oh, Guardian.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not getting. I go back on my words there. I said we're never going to see him again. There's no way he's not getting his own series.
Yeah, no, he will. He'll get something. Which is, I mean, he's an amazing actor as is, and he played that. Like I told you about the accent.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's dead on. The guy was awesome.
I would like to see some kind of tie in there with Falcon and Winter Soldier, or the next series.
Yeah.
Where they announced they're doing Captain America and Winter Soldier. I want to see him in it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think I told you my favorite part of that movie, which isn't spoiler because it means nothing, was when they're in the helicopter and he's just like, we need to stop for gas. Oh, we good enough. He go, okay. Next thing you know, it's just gone. So he was just funny. It was perfect. It was great. He was like a good fat Thor.
Really well-paced movie.
Yeah.
Like, it knew when to hit you with a joke. It knew when to hit you with an action. And I find it funny. I've been seeing a lot of people down on this movie. I'm like, maybe it was an expectations thing, because you and I didn't go in with huge expectations and both came out loving it.
See, what was the reason for people being down? I think people had expectations where they're going to tie everything in.
I think that's what it is.
They knew it was a prequel, though.
Right.
They knew it wasn't going to happen. I mean, they had the tie-in at the end of the end credit scenes, but I mean, this wasn't made to bring in. I think maybe people thought like they're going to bring in all the other characters like they do in every other Marvel movie, apparently, but this is good to see them focus on just the Black Widow character.
I think that's what it is. I think it's like the Loki. If you don't give some magic or space or Infinity Stones or time travel, people's interests aren't held anymore. I think I'm sort of trending in the other direction.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And other than the mother, which I told you I had a little issue with when it came to her accent, everything else is really,
I didn't see it. So.
Oh, it drove me insane. So, all right. So Black Widow's good.
I think, I don't know how to put this, but I don't know we're going to see a movie like that for a while. But here's my final thought on the Loki, Black Widow, etc., where we're headed in the Marvel universe. I think we're basically going to see like 3 sort of tiers in terms of like powers. So you're going to have like the Captain America, Winter Soldier tier. You know, you can throw Spider-Man even in there, like the Black Widow, like the sort of unpowered, like street level superheroes where they still have powers, but they're not like crazy powers. And that's going to sort of be a tier. Then I think we're going to see a sort of tier where it's like Shang-Chi and the Black Panther and maybe like Captain Marvel, like the higher powered. And they're going to deal with like their stuff. And then we're going to see like the ultimate tier where it's like Wanda, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Loki, like the pure cosmic level stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's how the next maybe 3-4 years is going to shake out until eventually they all come together.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities of what they can do now. It's insane. They've opened everything up. So I'll do one more quick thing with Marvel, since Marvel is way down my list. But so Marvel Assembled for Loki comes out on Wednesday. Have you watched the other 2?
I have not, because I was under the impression it was kind of just like a clip show.
It's not a clip show. It's kind of like behind the scenes. It's actually really good. The Winter Soldier one particularly was really good. How everything worked out. So definitely check that out. I think that comes out on Wednesday. So something else to kind of keep your Marvel watching going, I guess.
Between now and What If.
And What If, yeah, that's right. What If is coming out soon. So I enjoyed him a lot. So definitely check that out.
All right. I was under the impression it was sort of just a clip show for people who haven't seen like every movie of the nature of that show.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. At
okay.
all.
That was
They'll talk about like, the music behind it or
okay.
the reason behind this or the clips or the ending scenes. They'll kind of go into detail on why they did certain things.
Gotcha.
They'll talk to the producers, the directors, the writers.
Oh, so it's like DVD extras, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically an extras for an hour. You're right. Yeah.
All right. That makes more sense. I thought it was like to catch people up who wanted to watch Loki but might not know who Loki is. Like for example.
Yeah, no, not so much. So, no. So check that out on Wednesday. All right, we'll keep with the movie stuff for a while. Suicide Squad. It's getting a lot of traction, a lot in the news.
Yep.
Are you excited for it?
Very. The reviews are starting to leak out. Just within the last couple hours, yeah, and I'm very excited for this movie. It's James Gunn. Like I don't see how it could be bad.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it's going to be great. This is a huge thing for DC. I mean, they have really been stumbling all over the place when it comes to stuff. I feel like this is the time that they can get their stuff together. I think it's going to be a huge, huge movie.
I think it's a matter of like not whether it's huge. It's just like which character is going to be the like everybody's talking about as soon as they see this movie.
Right.
Like there's more than a couple candidates, but like, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, how like it was Baby Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There's going to be one of those characters in this movie, whether it's like John Cena or Peter Capaldi or it could be any of them. There's countless. So I think it's a matter of who, not if.
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. So looking forward to that. We'll obviously talk more about that when it gets closer. Yeah. Also, a couple weeks, Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, we're getting all these trailers coming out at us. We're gearing up for a big July. Jungle Cruise, the closer it gets, the more excited I get.
Yeah.
This movie is going to be awesome. The more trailers I see, the more it looks like basically just a jungle version of Pirates of the Caribbean, which should be no surprise because it's based on the ride next to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
They're literally right next to each other at Disney World. So you'd expect them to be sort of the same, but that's the formula. Yeah.
I love that they're doing these ride movies still. I mean, you got obviously Pirates of the Caribbean, you got Haunted Mansion, you get this. I love it. I love that they're doing this. The Rock, obviously the cast is amazing. They're not going to mess this up. I mean, of course, they get my $30 on day one again, just like they did on Black Widow. So it's smarter on Disney Plus to do these movies, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it looks like so much fun. Like it's just action with The Rock, and there's like pirate zombies, it seems, or something in there. There's animals. There's boats crashing and shit. Like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so
they're updating the ride. Hopefully, The Rock finally gets an animatronic at Disney World.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'd go.
That'd be awesome getting on there.
Hey, Rock. Replace all that racist stuff.
Well, they pretty much deleted a lot of stuff on there already. So, yeah.
The California one opened the unracist version just opened this week.
Of the Jungle Cruise?
Yeah. The Florida one is still being worked on.
Still working on it,
yeah.
Yeah, they're doing little by little the Florida one for sure. So, all right. So we'll move on from the movies, I think, for a while. So
wait.
What?
Big one coming out tomorrow.
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean? So you're not watching it, I take it?
No.
Okay.
I might actually cancel my HBO Max subscription in protest of this movie.
All right, fine. Don't watch it.
Are you going to watch it?
No. And I'm a big Looney Tunes fan, so it kind of pains me to not watch it. So maybe I'll throw it on at some point to hate watch it, but I don't think we've said it. We're talking about Space Jam.
Yeah, you might hate the Looney Tunes after watching this.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I don't want to ruin myself because anything LeBron James does is toxic. I want nothing to do with it.
And from what I've heard from the reviews, like It's the other Warner Brothers stuff, like the intellectual properties that are just jammed down your throat.
Yeah.
So it might actually make you hate a lot of properties.
Right. So I'm just saying this. I know you won't agree with this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to pull one of our favorite people, Dave LaGreca rants. If you like and watch Space Jam, don't ever watch this podcast ever again. Because those are not the type of people that I want.
We don't want to be friends with you.
No.
You could spend tomorrow night going on Fortnite and take target practice on LeBron James as he enters the game tomorrow as a playable character.
Oh, you can kill him?
Yeah.
All right, man. That might be more in my alley.
Disclaimer: this is all for entertainment.
Oh God. LeBron James, he's just so full of himself. This movie's gonna be trash. If it gets good reviews just because they like LeBron James, I'm gonna be angry. There's no way this movie's
looking
good.
at you.
Yeah, no. So HBO Max says they're gonna give us one blockbuster every month. This should not count.
This would be straight to DVD.
This shouldn't even be a consideration. The Looney Tunes should have nailed him off, put anybody else in but LeBron James on this.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan is sitting back laughing and be like, "This movie sucks."
Yeah, I know. And even that movie, original Space Jam, it was out there, but it was fun to watch. It was acceptable. Yeah. They weren't jamming things down your throat when it came to certain things. And
everybody loved
James
Jordan.
Well, LeBron James thinks he's Jordan.
Yeah.
He literally, I think in his head, he thinks he's Michael Jordan.
So
he needs to do everything that he does. He's going to, that guy sucks. Is he on the Olympic team or no?
No.
Oh, God, I was going to say, I hope he tears his ACL. All right.
Yeah. Now, moving on from movies.
Yeah, you had to bring up Space Jam, didn't you?
Had to. I just wanted to get you worked up.
Flustered and angry. Man. How can Bugs Bunny like him? Like, that's another storyline that makes no sense. Like, he's a fun character, and next thing you know, he's best friends with LeBron James, like the biggest piece of trash on earth.
It feels like half the Looney Tunes are canceled. Like, how was woke LeBron James dealing with all that? Or even like half of them in it because they're all canceled?
The Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I watched that one trailer. It just made me sick to my stomach.
Like most of them have been canceled. So I don't know. We'll see.
All right. So do not watch Space Jam tomorrow.
Yeah,
don't give HBO Max the benefit that they put out this stupid movie with this stupid human.
Instead, I haven't caught up yet. I'm going to watch all 3 tomorrow, but the new Fear Street, the last episode of Fear Street comes out tomorrow. So do yourself a favor and watch all 3 of those instead.
Did you watch the other 2 or no?
No, that's my plan for tomorrow if I don't go out. So.
Okay. All right. At least there's something coming out. And I'm not going to watch that one either, but all right. Yeah, that's a better option. All right. We'll move on from Space Jam. Well, first off, I went to
back.
Yeah, I'm going back. So the other day I brought my girls to McDonald's because I bring them like once every couple weeks, whatever, as like a treat. And they hand me the box and had Space Jam all over it. I go, you got to be kidding me. And so both of them got the LeBron James action figures.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
Yep. So they played them for a little bit, and then about 2 hours later, they were thrown in the trash. So they're gone. Yeah, they're gone.
What if they're collectible someday?
I could care less if they're worth $1 million a piece. I'd rather get them in the trash than collect that money.
There you go.
So, all right. Anyway, that's my last thing on that one. All right, so Pokemon Go Fest is happening. Let's get into a happier mood. I have no idea what this is, but let me know what's going on with this.
So it's basically a once-a-year event. For years, it happened in person at like one location. It was very exclusive. Last year, they turned it into a global, like, do-it-from-home event where basically if you could do the whole thing sitting at your couch. Same thing this year. So basically just a lot of cool Pokemon showing up, a lot of cool raids, a lot of cool raid bosses, cool events. You get some quests if you buy the ticket. It's a cool event for $4.99. It's totally worth it. You get like a whole bunch of raid passes, bunch of other bonuses. So for $5, it's worth it.
Okay. I know we're trying to keep this 1 minute. I know Space Jam was like 5, but I'm a casual Pokemon Go guy. Just like once a week sign on. So these can be like rare Pokemon that you can't get any other time.
So it's probably like a really good weekend to jump back in. Like basically, if you were to pop around town, there'd be probably a pool of like 30, 40 Pokemon that you could find on a given day if there's no event going on.
Mm-hmm.
For GoFest, they're going to be like rotating pools every hour. So like 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock will be the grass hour. There will be like 6 or 7 grass Pokemon who aren't necessarily common everyday Pokemon going on.
Okay.
1 to 2 o'clock might be like the fire hour, and there's a bunch of fire Pokemon, and that'll go on Saturday. I believe Sunday too, but not as heavy. And Sunday's going to be a lot of raids. There's going to be every single legendary Pokemon in raids over the course of the day.
Okay.
And
That's
you can do these with remote raid passes. So you can, like, if you find one locally, you can invite me to it and I can do it with you.
Okay.
So we can rake in the legendary Pokemon on Sunday. That's going to be fun. Some of these Pokemon haven't been available for over a year. So it'll be the first. So it's a good day to kickstart if you haven't been playing in a while.
Right. Okay, that makes sense because I always see the same Pokemon. That's what gets me frustrated. Like every single
You see
time
the
I pull it up,
same 5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be a good day. We'll go back to that on Monday. But
yeah. All right.
Over the weekend, it's going to be fun. They got a couple live events. There's one close to me here in Indianapolis, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it down. Nothing really special. It's just kind of like an organized thing, organized in-person event. But.
Yeah. All right. So Pokemon Go.
Yeah, buy the ticket. The ticket's $4.99. Totally worth it. You get a couple incubators, I think, a couple raid passes. Easily worth the $4.99. You get the quest that gets you Meloetta, a legendary Pokemon. So
sounds very
good stuff.
You lost me there. I didn't know you still speaking English or not. But.
That was close. I might have flubbed it, but I tried.
Right. We're gonna move on to my more cup of tea. So you told me today, which actually got me very excited, that the Food and Wine Festival started today at Disney World.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
Alas, goodness.
I'll make it back. Today was the very first kickoff of the International Wine and Food Festival at Epcot.
Yeah. So I'll tell everybody who's listening, screw the Mickey Mouse Halloween parties, the Christmas parties. The Food and Wine Festival is the best thing that happens at Disney World each year. So
every year we feel like it's not that long. What's today? July 16th?
Yeah.
This year,
15th,
I believe it is going until November 11th, which is almost a full 120 days of wine and
amazing.
Food.
Good for them. They know.
Plenty of time to get there.
Yeah.
I will get there.
We know you'll get there. And you need to get one of these against you, right? I actually busted this out today.
The passport book.
The passport.
Yes.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Schubert and I went to this festival and we got this stamp of approval that we went to all 29 different stands. So we only got drinks.
Yeah, you followed me around on my recent Instagram lives where I just go to the standard, always there countries. The Food and Wine. So what are there? 11 regularly?
I think there's 11. Yeah, 11 normally.
So during the Wine and Food, they jack it up. Dan just said 29. I think 29. It's even more this year.
Yeah.
Because I've read about ones that I know for a fact weren't there when we were there. Like I heard this year there's an India.
Ooh.
So that's interesting. So I think there's even more. So I got to get there. I got to get back.
And you get passports like this. And so as you can see, we did this in 2 days.
Yeah,
20,
I think
29.
That might have been the most single shock to Disneyland a Disney World employee has ever been. When he was like, "Oh, how long did it take you? 3, 4, 5 days? 2. Closer to a day and a half."
Because we did a day and we loved it so much that we decided to buy Epcot tickets again the next day. And we got to number 29. We got it checked off and stamped, and we literally had to run all the way back
the final boss stamp.
Guest relations where they stamp it because it was literally closing within like 2 minutes once you stamped it. But real quick. So I just pulled up a random page and I marked off our drinks. So we did Mexico, Dos Equis beer.
Oh, we missed. What was wrong with us?
We did China.
Oh, I remember what we were thinking. We were starting light because we knew it was going to be a battle.
Yeah, but then we went off the rails.
Yeah,
Then we went to China and got the green tea plum wine cooler.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Went to
I
Scandinavia.
don't like green tea.
Well, we drank it. We went to Scandinavia and got a Carlsberg beer.
Sounds about right.
And then we went to South Korea and we got a Mahjong Jack Bukken Hakka Juju raspberry wine.
All right.
So we didn't just stick to beer. We just went all over the rails. Our stomachs must have been turning. I forget how we felt that night after. I remember we were so happy by finishing this thing. So I suggest everybody who wants to go visit Disney World, if they're adults, go do this Food and Wine Festival, get a passport, and go around to every country and get a drink.
Sounds like these first month and a half is sort of just like a dry run. Like from what I've seen, a lot of the other stuff kicks in. It sounds like October 1st. But that's when it's all out. Like,
okay.
So October, that's your month to go if you have the choice. That's probably when I'll try to get there. We'll see. I'm getting there.
I might have to join you. I mean, I'll be there in December for 10 days.
Go see like Boys to Men or something. Ooh, or Hanson.
Right. There you go.
They're always there.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't pass. Like my heart always goes back to Disney World. We thought we could go a week without talking about Disney World. We can't.
No. And we're also failing on the 1 minute quick clips.
Oh, not even close.
Not even close. So we'll go. Let's try to make this one a quick clip. So you want to bring this up? The new Lego sets are coming.
Yeah,
out.
this will be quick. This is
pretty cool. So
yeah.
You told me that the Jerry's apartment from Seinfeld is going to be a Lego set, and also Thor's pad, which also includes, I think you told me, the pizza and beer is going to be included.
Beer, Korg. It's when he was fat Thor, so it was just like basically just a couch and a television with video games.
I love that.
Yeah.
Legos are awesome. And the Lego store at Disney, as we go back to Disney, is amazing too, because everything's there.
It's awesome, but you keep seeing more of these cool, like little like niche sort of sets where it's not like a big blockbuster. Well, I mean, Thor is, but not like a spaceship or a car or a train or a robot. Like a little cool Lego set, almost like a Funko. Like where you get this little like one snapshot that you wouldn't expect to get in a Lego set. And if they keep kicking out sets like this, I think I might have to start buying them.
I think you should get into Legos.
We've been saying this for a while, and
you might as well. You're in a hotel room. You might as well just start building stuff.
Well, the hard part is, I'd have to like finish it and mail it back home. I'm not like building a set and then chucking it into a suitcase.
No, I'd say you build the set and leave it for the maid. That can be like the maid's gift, like you build a Lego set.
These sets aren't cheap.
I know they're not cheap, but it could be like a good like memento. Here we go.
We might remember my Mario set fail.
Yeah, that was pathetic. You need to redeem yourself by doing Legos, I think.
All right, maybe I'll see if I can sometime this week pick up either the Jerry's or Thor set.
All right, deal.
I'll look for them.
Also, another thing is coming out for toys. I just saw this. It intrigued me. So Jurassic Park is putting out a toy set, which is the one that Samuel L. Jackson has his hand cut off from the Velociraptor. That's awesome.
Yeah. And one of the things that's kind of cool about Legos, too, we sort of get spoilers from them because they have to be out so early. So they just announced this week as well, sets from Shang-Chi and from Spider-Man.
Yeah, they've done that with even like regular characters just for toys. They do spoilers out there,
but Lego especially. So
yeah, okay.
So yeah, Lego's starting to pique my interest, and we'll see. We'll see if I can find one of these sets. I'll build it and throw it on the Instagram if that's the case.
I say you do it. I want to see you build a set.
All right, we'll try. We'll try.
Not one of like the 50 piece sets. I want to see like an actual set.
I told you I'll look for the Seinfeld or Thor. See if I can get one in the next couple of days.
All right, deal. All right. So other quick hits here. For me, I'm real excited for Ted Lasso season 2 coming out next week. I don't know if you watched season 1 on Apple TV. The show is absolutely incredible. So I have high expectations for this.
Okay.
So other big thing. So Antonio Banderas was casted for Indiana Jones 5.
Yes.
You excited for that? I'm a
Um,
big Indiana Jones guy, but
there's not really much to get excited about, I guess. Antonio Banderas is cool, but you can't really, like it's not giving you any sort of leads on anything.
yeah, no, nothing.
And also, I don't really love. I mean, he's not I don't love when they do huge stars in Indiana Jones. I much prefer them having character actors. And Antonio Banderas, that's not to say he's like a huge star these days, but he's a big name. So,
yeah,
I just don't want to see a movie filled with Indiana Jones movie filled with like 6 or 7 big name people.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do other big name main stars. I think they do a lot of cameos for
it's
bigger names. So
what's the girl? The girl from Fleabag.
No idea.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. Phoebe Waller-Bridges, maybe.
Okay,
sounds about right. Yeah, you know who I was talking about.
All right,
she's in it. She's going to be the main character, but that's about it.
So one of my biggest things, I don't know if you saw it, but Valve is releasing a new handheld.
Really?
That looks just like the Switch. So I think it's starting at $400. I think it goes up to $650 depending on how much memory you got. Basically, they're calling it the Steam Deck. They call it a Steam Deck.
Okay.
So basically, it's a portable gaming computer. Which
basically
is
a
awesome.
Computer. Yeah.
Because Valve puts out everything. I mean, they have all the good stuff. So if you're into gaming on the computer, which I wish I was more, I just don't have a gaming computer. I have all these stupid iMacs over the house.
Yeah.
What was that?
Maybe if you take it on the go.
Exactly. I think it's going to be awesome. So good for that. It does look just like the Switch, though.
That's
like identical.
So that's basically me as a gamer. I would 100% prefer a handheld as to a television.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I play so much Switch. It's because it's a handheld, but it's full blown gaming system.
Yeah.
Like if PS4 was handheld and it could do exactly the same thing it could on the TV, I'd probably be more into games as a whole.
Right.
But I like having television on in the background, and I don't have a lot of places when there's 2 TVs. So
yeah. Well, since the Vita obviously got basically canceled, this is going to be a great option for people that want to play more of those. I don't know, the bigger games, I guess. Because obviously the Switch has all the Nintendo games. They do have some good games on there for sure, outside of Nintendo-based stuff. But this is going to be, the Dooms and all that stuff. So
especially too if it has good online capability, then that's a total game changer.
I would hope they would, since it's basically what
so.
their entire platform is based off of. But
entirely online. But hey, stranger things have happened.
All right, real quick, last thing. So the Emmys came out for nominations. Did you see?
You watch an award show these days?
I'm not watching award shows, but it is interesting that Disney pretty much does everything. So the best drama up for it is Mandalorian. Best comedy is up for it, Cobra Kai and Ted Lasso. Best limited series, WandaVision. Best actor, Paul Bettany. Best actress, Elizabeth Olsen. So good for them to get on there, just because, Disney Plus is just killing it on all ends. Every show they put out is incredible.
It's all I watch these days. Let's be real. Other than wrestling.
So it's changing. That means I'm not going to watch that trash, but it is good to know that at least they're giving.
Did Space Jam get any?
What was that?
Did Space Jam get any?
If Space Jam wins an award, no. God, no. That can't happen. LeBron James, best actor. Oh, God, help us all.
Kobe did win an Oscar. So.
Yeah.
LeBron's got something. He might go chasing that.
He probably will.
But, Mando led the way, which rightfully so. Mando is probably the best television show of the last 10 years in my book.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's been awesome. So, all right, so let's go RIP. That was much longer than we expected on the.
It was not the lightning round.
No, we tried. It's the best we could do. All right, you know what's coming, but RIP.
I don't know who.
All right, so we've been addicted to wrestling lately, and this is the big one to lose as a legend. So Paul Orndorff, also known as Mr. Wonderful, passed away this past weekend. I think he was like 71. But that's still old for a wrestler. Based on, you saw all those people die like 30, 40 years old as wrestlers based on what they put their bodies through. So
yeah,
it's a good one.
I had just I was joking there when I said I didn't know who it was because I thought we had agreed to an almost wrestling free show this week.
Yeah, no,
we just couldn't do it though. So
no, it's a big one. He's a legend. I mean, he wrestled all the big boys.
Yep, WrestleMania 1 headlined. WrestleMania probably wouldn't exist without him. He was a little before my time, and he wasn't like an iconic 80s megastar. So not really in my wheelhouse, but I still know how important he was to the business.
Right. Yeah, big deal. So, all right. So we'll keep it moving here. Drunken Asshole Story of the Week. I think we have all the
essentials this week.
All the essentials this week. So let's do this. One's kind of disturbing. All right.
Drunken Asshole Story of the Week.
All right. So this happened this happened in Brazil. A man by the name of Marcelo Rocha Santos.
R.I.P.
And a few of his friends got wasted at the beach. And like any other normal person, they had to piss. And just like me and you, the best place to go is in the water. Which makes sense.
The water. It's just like a big toilet. I mean, I might have gone to the dunes, but water isn't acceptable.
I would have done this. So like any other man, he goes into the water, even though it was kind of warned.
Yeah,
but
also, oh, keep going.
Okay.
Go.
So they're only waist deep. They would right where they were supposed to go. Pull down their drawers, pissed. Then it got attacked by a shark. Bit his hand off.
His hand.
Basically ripped his leg off.
His hand.
So got a shark attack over there. It was awful. I mean, the thing that I don't get is how, like, what kind of sharks are that? I mean, I guess it's Brazil, I guess. I'm not used to this. Like waist deep sharks that can do that much damage.
No, it's normal. Probably like a bull shark or something.
Yeah.
Deadliest shark on earth. If you've watched any Shark Week this week, I'm pretty sure it's Shark Week.
So bad luck.
This is our Shark Week tie-in.
Yeah. Did you see that he was actually pissing right next to his friend?
Oh, yeah.
His friend didn't get touched.
So did you... So this is where I was going with this. Did you see the timestamp on this stuff? What time of day this happened?
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
So was it a crowded beach?
Did you read those? So there's no bathrooms on the premise.
Yeah. So that kind of makes sense that he'd go in to take a leak.
Where else would you go?
You're right.
Everybody's taking leaks.
I figured this was 2 a.m. They stumbled home from the bar, decided, hey, let's go in the beach. No, this guy was just chilling on the beach, drunk, goes in the water, takes a piss. Next thing you know, his penis is shark bait.
Yeah, gone. So
it's disturbing. What now? So why would you tell authorities this story? Wouldn't you just say you were going for a swim?
That's a good question. I'm sure his friend was probably in shock.
So he's like, hey, we were going to take a leak. I would just be like, hey, we were taking a swim.
Yeah. Very strange story. Yeah, so that second guesses me from taking pisses in the oceans.
But I was reading this article and it just said, and it bit off his new line.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed.
It does make me wonder though, because I'd be that guy. If you're lying on the beach, what's closer to you? The bathroom or the water?
The water.
It's always
going in the water. Yeah.
You're always going in the water.
Always, 100%.
So this was an eye-opener for every human being that goes to the beach where there could be sharks.
It also sounds like he was warned. So like maybe
he was one. Yeah, lifeguard said don't go in.
So maybe this was one of those beaches where like they knew there was sharks, but it's like, hey, go in at your own risk. And he's like, you know what? I gotta go.
He's like, I have a code red right now. Like I have to make the decision to leave this stream or just start pissing on the bar. I don't know what to do. So
hopefully a shark doesn't bite it off.
All right. So let's go to beer of the week.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
See if you can go while you're playing the song.
I know. Let's do a double time. All right, here we go. I can play it and grab the beer.
So you didn't go pee. You ran to the refrigerator. But
What was that?
I said you didn't get it to the bathroom, but you made it to the refrigerator.
Yeah, so I got a beer, and I could tell a quick story here. So I went to the beer store.
Was it Ahmad?
It was not Ahmad, and I know
3
Ahmad.
weeks in a row.
Yeah, and Ahmad's gonna kill me. I know he's listening because he texted me last week actually.
Oh
about
no!
it. I just can't make it. I promise, on my life, I will make it to Ahmad's store for next week because next week's podcast could be on Wednesday. Yeah, it's gonna be an early one, so Wednesday. So I will definitely make it there.
Yeah, short week.
I went to this beer store, and I don't trust them. So I was looking at the craft beer. My stomach dropped. And it's like, I don't know if I can do this. So for my beer review today,
The Space Jam Ale.
Space Jam Ale. What do you mean Space Jam Ale?
Just kidding.
I could never do anything. Does LeBron James have beer? He probably does. He has wine, I think.
No, he's a wine guy.
So
Little
for my
foofy,
beer of the
foofy.
week this week, Bud Light. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do a craft beer. So I'm going to take a sip of Bud Light, which I've done
So
many
what have
times.
you been drinking this whole time?
I've only been drinking these little White Claws here.
Okay. So you haven't had a beer yet.
So,
Hey, I'll do it with you.
All right, deal. Instantly, that's a 10 out of 10.
Good man. That's why I drink it every week.
That's true. Yep. So I'm sorry to disappoint, but we're going for Bud Light today. And it's old reliable. If you don't like Bud Light,
Then go to hell.
yeah, go to hell. You sip beers, these little crafty beers all the time and think it's
I'm
good.
convinced these people don't like it as much as they would enjoy nice, cool, crisp, refreshing Bud Light.
Oh yeah, I know when I watch people like at the bars drink these little crafty double IPAs or porters, if they had a Bud Light, like they'd be like
having
a
a much
sun
better
that
time.
rises over their heads, be like, ta-da! Like they're so happy, but they don't want to do it. They want to hide
No.
their pride.
You got to be highbrow.
Yeah, gotta be highbrow. So
10 for
Bud
10.
Light-
Good score.
10 for 10.
It's the new score to beat.
That's the new score to beat. All right, let's go to Schubert's trivia if I can find it. All right, stump the shoe.
Let's go.
6-pack of questions. Get it wrong,
I-
Schubert.
Had a pretty good showing last week. So
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, I did this quickly because I had to work today, so I kind of threw this together. So you're probably going to hate these questions, but
it's not like what color underwear are you wearing, is it?
I actually debated putting that on there again, but I didn't. So let's do it. So based off of today's show, I'll make these questions, see how Schubert fares. Question number 1, you ready?
Let's go.
What NFL team was Paul Orndorff drafted to?
Interesting. All right. I'm thinking Midwest. He seems like a good old Midwestern boy. And back in the day, it seemed like the teams drafted their local guys. So I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears.
It's incorrect. It's the Saints, New Orleans Saints.
Okay. That wasn't even close.
No. No. Let's take a sip. You might be in trouble on this one. So, all right. Question number 2. Bud Light is an acronym for what, according to the TikTok viral video?
Light. I don't know. TikTok.
You Googling over there? What is this?
No, I'm looking at the can of Bud Light, trying to rearrange the letters in my head. Thibalogaba.
What?
Thibalogaba.
What does Bud Light stand for on TikTok?
Oh, an acronym.
The acronym, yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of when you rearrange the letters.
Yeah, no, I don't know what is that word?
It's not palindrome is backwards. Acronym is what we're going for.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know
letters,
what the
they stand
rearrange.
for.
That's a jumble. Best unfiltered draft. No. I might as well start drinking. It's got to be like the best beer of all time.
I like where you're going with that, but it's not. It's buy. You don't like it, go home then.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down with that.
Apparently, it was a huge Valor video, which I didn't know about either until tonight. But
Yeah, get out of here with TikTok.
yeah, no,
Let the Chinese spy on you on your own time.
that's true. I used to be a TikTok guy for a little while. I realized I can't do it anymore. It's just
You
too
also
much.
realize the Chinese know your every move.
That is true. I know everything that's going on.
Everything.
All right, let's get through this. I'm getting to a code double red.
You're itching. You're itching for a shark attack.
I need to find an ocean. That's it. I would go in right now. I would
Yeah,
take
you're-
my chances at this point. All right, question number 3. What actor has won the most Emmys?
The most Emmys
Emmys, yeah.
on actor.
The actor.
I can tell you the actress.
Well, I was going to say the person, but I said actor because actor is the person that won the most Emmys of all time.
Yeah, so is it male or female?
Male.
Okay. I can tell you the actress.
Who's the actress?
It's Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask that one, so name the man.
All right. Oh, we lost Dan. He's still recording me, I think. I think Dan went to go get his shark attack, so I'm just going to keep talking. I don't know if he can see this.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened there. I got kicked right out.
I thought you were getting shark attacked.
It's just a quick run. I should have done that, actually. I
Yeah,
should have just ran over.
I was talking to fill the dead time. I was just going, hey, Dan's going to take a leak. So, all right. So the actor, I don't know. It's got to be something weird. I'm going to say like Alan Alda.
That's actually really close.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody
Based on the names, Edward Asner.
Ed Asner. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
know
that was
who he is,
actually the name you just said was actually pretty close when it came to the names. Take a sip.
Ed Asner. That's weird.
I'll take a sip with you because I need.
He
to
must have
finish
won a
this.
ton. Yeah.
It was 7.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
So person, I would have been correct.
Yeah.
Because Julia Louis-Dreyfus has won like 13.
I didn't go down that road. I just went actor. I didn't know what else to Google. I did this real quick. So.
Sack of shit. You could have tied in Marvel.
What company published and developed the game Half-Life?
Half-Life was Valve.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
I hope you're gonna get that one. Because if you didn't get it right, I'll be like, Schubert, we just talked about this Valve. So
Well, I almost said Steam. So
good answer. All right, you got one. All right, question number 5. What's the name of the famous waterfall you passed by on the Jungle Cruise?
Waterfall, flowing water. Let me think this one through. Think of the gushing water.
I'm not even going to say it right when I give you the answer. So
So it's not. I was gonna say it's not like a true water. It's not. I was gonna say it's Victoria Falls, but it's gonna be like Malika Leki Laka.
no, I have no idea. I mean, it's almost a reference to something, but I don't get it.
I give up.
Okay, it's Schwitzer Falls.
Schwitzer Falls.
Yeah.
It's probably got to do with Swiss Family Robinson.
Ooh, yeah, okay. I was trying to wonder, like, what could they have any reference to?
It could be the Swiss Family Robinson. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there, but Switzer. Yeah.
We'll have to look that up. So
Because
what that is.
the treehouse is right next to the Jungle Cruise, isn't it?
Yeah, literally right next to it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Last question. You ready for this? You can get 2. I know you can get this one.
All right.
What
Better be
Do the-
Pokemon Go.
I crapped on Space Jam a lot. My last question's about Space Jam.
Oh, you sack of shit.
Not about the LeBron James one. Screw LeBron James. But what do the Monstars call MJ to annoy him?
I don't freaking know.
Even I knew this without even seeing the options.
They call him baseball player?
No. How many
Michael?
times you watch Space Jam? You've
Probably
seen it multiple
twice.
times, right?
No.
You've only seen it twice?
Probably when it came out and right after it came out.
Really? As a
Yeah.
kid, I feel like I watched this at least 10 times.
I
minimum.
watched it a lot, but that was almost 20 years ago. Probably 25 years ago.
Yeah. Think of his
Probably-
characteristics.
I probably haven't seen it in 20 years. Tall guy? I don't know.
Why would they call him tall guy when the monsters are 10 feet taller than him?
Big ears? I don't
Baldy.
Baldy.
Call him Baldy all the time.
Crying guy.
I
Crying
thought
guy.
that was a freebie for you. I honestly thought that was a freebie. So, all right, should we
No
go one
Pokemon-
right?
Pokemon Go Fest question. The one thing
Yeah,
you could
I know.
have thrown me a bone on.
How could I do a Pokemon Go Fest trivia? I don't even know how to Google that.
I don't know where the first one was.
Was there already one before this?
No, so there's been multiple before this. Last year was the first virtual one
Okay.
because of COVID, but this will be the second virtual one.
All right. Well, let's go on.
Fair
What's on
enough.
tap for the weekend? We got there.
Oh.
We're gonna get just at an hour. This is pretty
We
good for
might
us.
make it. I might try to go. Blah, 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 blah.
All right. So other than Paul Orndorff, we have a lot of wrestling to talk about right now. So,
Yeah, I'll start. But my weekend tomorrow, I'm gonna either do a movie night or,
A
like I
movie
said,
night.
hit the county fair. So
what are you
we'll
gonna
see.
do for a movie night? What are you gonna go watch?
I gotta watch Fear Street, and I still need to watch the Tomorrow War.
So a movie night, like in your hotel.
Yeah,
When you say movie night, you think like going to the movies.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna make some food? Are you
Maybe
gonna
some
make
popcorn?
snacks? What's
don't know.
going on over there during movie night?
I gotta work all weekend, so I'm gonna be low key weekend.
Low key weekend. Okay. All right. So Fear Street for you. All right.
And we got a lot of
I've
wrestling.
I have a very, very busy week. So tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to wake up. I need to buy wrestling tickets
Yep.
to a AEW show in New York.
Those are gonna
at
sell
the
out
Tennis Stadium
probably instantly.
instantly. Yep. So that's my first thing. I'm going to watch SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yep. Just watch the head of the table.
Wake up on Saturday. I got to kick the family out real quick because I got to watch Slammiversary, which is Impact Slammiversary
Well,
pay per
not
view.
real quick. That's at night.
I like to prepare for the whole day. All right. They have they have Impact Plus online, which is 24 hours to put that on.
I have Impact on behind you right now.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna watch that as well.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that because I don't think that Sami Callihan can beat Kenny Omega.
I think there's gonna be funny business. I think they're sick of it.
It's still going to be fun, but I think they do want to bring that belt back to Impact.
I think so,
Impact's
too.
still a pretty big product, and for them to have the belt away from them makes no sense to me.
I think they need to find a way to just pull the belt off Kenny Omega. I don't see him losing, but I don't see how they can get the belt back any other way.
Right.
So I think you might see some funny business where the locker room clears out and it's literally 20 versus the elite.
Yeah.
And they're not going to overcome 20 guys.
Right.
So hopefully something like that. Or
Do you know that
Kenny keeps the belt.
Impact Slammiversary, the pay-per-view is $40.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it'd be like $20, $30.
Yeah.
$40 is pretty intense for that.
Yeah.
I mean, the card is all right. It's not
It's just
great.
all right. But it's
I
their
mean-
WrestleMania, technically.
Right. And I thought their last pay-per-view was really good. So
And last year's Slammiversary, a little before we started watching Impact, but was very good.
yeah.
So
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And then Sunday, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
So they'll be with full fans finally.
Well, it's Friday and SmackDown. Full fans.
Friday and SmackDown full
That'll
fans.
be a preview.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it. I mean, the card's decent. I mean, I've been a little down on WWE lately, but
Some
I
good
think it's
news
gonna be
today for Money in the Bank.
What's that?
The gambling odds shifted very heavily. Drew McIntyre was the odds-on favorite to win the briefcase. And we're like, of course he is, because it's too obvious.
Go to Big E.
Big E is the favorite now.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Drew McIntyre isn't second. He's not third. He's fourth.
Which is good. I really think, I mean, I know a lot of people say like AEW is no competition to WWE.
We're getting
it
close.
has to light a fire on their butt. Like they have to be like, we need to start mixing things up and not be so incredibly boring and generic every single show.
Who just popped into the betting odds this week?
What was that?
Coming in at number 3.
Who's that? Cena's going to be. I could see they need it. They really need a big star to get on there because they're hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're okay because obviously they're the top dog. They're going to pull in 1.5, 2 million viewers every single show, no matter what.
People
get sick of this.
He just finished filming Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad spinoff, just this week.
Okay, so he's free.
It's almost a foregone conclusion that he'll be involved in SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it's this Sunday. I hope it is. The WWE is not the same without John Cena.
Right. They need to get something big. So I hope so. Because, I'm just a wrestling fan. I want to see them put a good product out, but they've just been, I feel like they've just been skating by, like taking advantage of everything right now. So
we're only a few weeks from AEW overtaking Raw.
Yeah. Oh, it's only a matter of time.
We're only about 300,000 viewers off this week.
Yeah.
So.
It'll happen. So, all right, everybody. Follow us at the Drunken Nerds on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course. And where can we follow you, Schubert? In Indiana.
You can find me
Indiana,
at Matt Does It All. I've been quiet there since I'm not in Florida anymore.
I want to see some posts. I want to see some Indiana posts. Like, what do you do? Like, you're going just like a cow ranch? Are you going for leisure walks? Like,
so
what are you doing over there?
Hopefully that's where I'll end up at the county fair tomorrow. And I'll post something.
Okay, I want to post from you every day.
Every day.
What
that's
you're doing?
Too much.
I think you can do it. Like, you just go to like a local dive bar, or do you go to Applebee's? I want to know what's going on over there in Indiana.
All right, we'll keep you filled in. I know. Whenever I leave Florida, my Instagram seems to start lacking because it's not exciting. But maybe we just need the real deal. So
we need the real deal because you're the only person that I know that literally lives out of hotels.
Yeah,
like you live in a hotel,
and it's going to be the same hotel for the next couple of weeks. So that's not that exciting. But
you still got to eat.
Still got to eat, yeah.
So where do you eat? What do you do?
Went to Hooters today.
So why don't you entertain us and let us know what's going on in Indiana?
All right, We'll turn it into a Foodstagram blog for the next couple of weeks.
Let's do it. I want the best. I want some like fried pickles.
Okay.
Chicken wings.
Maybe we'll get another one shot. I almost did a one shot today, but I wasn't up for it.
Okay, deal.
One stroke.
You have to redeem yourself on that one.
Yeah, I do. Some of you might have seen it on our Twitter page. I tried to eat a chicken wing in one bite, and I failed miserably.
It wasn't even close.
To my, it was a Carolina Reaper chicken wing, so I was a little worried about the spice. But it wasn't as spicy as it was cut out.
No, it wasn't bad. So, all right. We'll try that again. And
shout out to the people following us every week. Next week's our as we said earlier, it's our 6-month anniversary. Yeah, so
that's incredible. That's incredible.
Shout out to all of you that watch each and every week. Let us know you're out there. Leave some comments.
Yeah, let us know because we don't know what we're doing at all. We're learning this as a fly, and we enjoy it. So,
as for 6 months, we might send some shout outs next week.
Oh, we get some shout outs. And we are going to do a music podcast for Fitz at some point, right?
Yeah, so we got to. I'd like to mix in some special episodes here and there. I feel like we could use a video game one every now and then.
Yeah,
we seem to harp on the same things. It's because it's what we like. It's what we're into. And that's the whole purpose of the show.
Yeah. So, all right, nerds. We'll see you.
Get your beer ready,
week.
but keep an eye on your beer. Remember, Bill Cosby is free. Keep an eye on that beer and stay thirsty, nerds.
10 out of 10.